Hello and welcome to Minerals, Rocks, and Fossil Talks. I'm your geo teacher Jen, and it's time for Throwback Thursday. This is Freidrich Fallou. He was born on November 11th, 1794, to a judicial bailiff in the Holy Roman Empire. He became a lawyer and spent most of his life evaluating soil due to concern for the declining quality of the soil in his region. He was the first to propose that soil is actually separate from geology and coined the term pedology. Such a pretty picture. Look at all those pretty soils. Fallou wrote several books on the topic of soils. He published his first book in 1853 called The Arable Lands of the Kingdom of Saxony. He recognized the need for soil knowledge for agricultural and forestry needs. He also wrote First Principles of Soil Science and Pedology, or General and Special Soil Science, where he developed his collected yield observations of soil to a systematic approach. He explained why the need to study soil formation was so important, and he proposed a soil profile description and discussed the physical and chemical properties of soils. He came up with his own classification for soils using mineral properties. He basically had two main categories. There was the soils of origin, formed directly from weathered bedrock in their current location above his conceptual floodline, because he had that perception, as most people did at the time, that most of the geology was affected by the Great Flood of the Bible. The second category was alluvial soils, transported and deposited by water, lying below that floodline with distinct arable layers. Obviously, we don't use this, and while it was a good place to start and got people thinking, our last Throwback Thursday, Mr. Vasily, he was the one that started getting people off of that and using other systems of classification that were more accurate to what's actually happening. And all that fun stuff. But Mr. Fallou got us started thinking about it. And we got to start somewhere. Well, thanks for tuning into today's lesson. And make sure you tune in tomorrow to learn more about Threnaxodon. Fossilize later.